What's up, YouTubers? Reviews, rants, thoughts. The channel back here for another video. Last video I made was I believe a album review, but this time we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna do a WWE Smackdown review slash recap, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I'm just gonna run through the show and give you my thoughts on it. Let's start off with the beginning of the show, how the show started. Kane enters, addresses his championship, and talks about avenging his brother Undertaker. Overall, I thought it was okay. I do think Kane has good mic skills when he's a heel, when he's playing a sadistic, evil kind of character. I think in the beginning of the show, he was kind of sounding like a heel, not a heel, but like more of a face, and I don't really like that direction that they were going with, but my opinion changed later in the night, and I'll talk about that. Let's move on to match number 1. Matt Hardy and Christian versus Dashing Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Now, Matt Hardy and Christian, they try to start a little storyline, I guess, between them, about how before Money in the Bank, they had a little altercation, and then they were tag team, and Christian walked out on Matt Hardy, and then now they're placed in another tag team match after Money in the Bank. So it seems as though they worked out the differences. I don't really like this storyline, the betraying tag team or whatever, because it just seems very overused and very not very entertaining. Also, the match was okay. It was executed good. It could have been better. But it was basically a throwaway match. I didn't really enjoy it that much. Match number 2, Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Again, I'm a fan of Kofi Kingston, and he was one of the people I kind of wanted to win the Money in the Bank. But it's whatever. I'm glad Kane won, or The Miz. I don't know which one. I think The Miz was the SmackDown. Kofi Kingston was the SmackDown one, and The Miz won for SmackDown. I don't know. I'm confused right now. But let's move on to the match. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Good, exciting match. Somewhat. It was not really exciting. It was more. It was okay. Again, I could have expected more from Kofi Kingston, but I guess they were trying to sell his injury, or if I don't know if he really does have an injury. But it was basically an okay match. Match number 3, Luke Gallows versus Big Show, which turned into Mystery Man of I think, what is the society called? Oh man, Straight Edge Society. The Mystery Man from the Straight Edge Society versus the Big Show. The Big Show unmasks this guy, beats the holy hell out of him, and wins the match. And the guy is Joey Mercury. What a failed attempt at a return. Just a bad match to me. It was just him beating him up, and Big Show was all smiles, and it was just pissing me off because it was just like he was just coming out here like, yeah, I'm the Big Show. Like, I don't know. I just really didn't like that match. But I do enjoy the Straight Edge Society. I think they're a cool, more of on the edgy side of WWE today. The promos they had, commercial type things for the superstars. They had a promo for Cody Rhodes for how to be dashing or something. It was okay, nothing special. Kind of boring. Nothing exciting. I don't really like this gimmick that he's going with, but I do think he deserves somewhat of a push. I did like Ted DiBiase better than him though, but that's just my opinion. Let's move on to the debut promo for this guy named Alberto. I don't know his last name. It was so boring. It was just him talking in this accent to the camera about how good he is, and it was just horrible. And he's just gonna come in with a big debut and just become a jobber. I don't see any potential in this guy. Let's move on to the main event, which I wasn't even looking forward to since I know what it was, which was Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger. The only thing that made this match somewhat looking forward to was the 2 out of 3. It was a 2 out of 3 match, which means they have to win, get 2 pinfalls or 2 submissions, which kind of made the match a little bit more interesting. But still, I did not want to see this match, just because I don't like Rey Mysterio main event championship positions, because I don't really think he has what it takes. I think he's a good mid-card guy, an excellent guy who really elevates the mid-card status. But for main events, I think they should have had they should have put somebody else against Jack Swagger. Let's talk about the match. The match was okay. It was, I guess, kind of unpredictable, but actually was type of unpredictable, because I actually thought Jack Swagger would win. I mean, why would Rey Mysterio win? I mean, I know he's the face, and they want him to succeed. He's technically an underdog, even though he beats guys who are twice as better than him. But I actually thought Jack Swagger was going to win this one, but actually Rey Mysterio pulls off the win, and now we're stuck with Rey Mysterio versus Kane, which is going to be a bad match, I think. It's just going to be, you know, Rey Mysterio's trying to sell moves against bigger dudes, and it's just going to be a bad match, I think. Swagger versus Kane would have been more, if an equal matchup, it would have been a better matchup, and it would have been quality wrestling. Results basically of the show: Rey wins, Angry Swagger continues to assault Rey. Kane comes to the rescue, and that's the part where I got so pissed, like, oh my god, they're gonna make Kane really this babyface kind of character. But then Kane grabs him for the chokeslam. I get excited because the sadistic evil Kane is back, and then WWE favors to the kids and makes Rey Mysterio get out of it in 619 Kane. They should have just ended the show with Kane chokeslamming Rey Mysterio, and that would have been a better ending. I really hated the ending, but I like the fact that they're making Kane the heel of the situation. So overall, the show was very, very okay. Like, it's just like, it wasn't bad and it wasn't good. It was just okay show. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted something more. I do enjoy some Raw somewhat more than SmackDown more than Raw. Just because I grew up more, I started watching wrestling more on the SmackDown side. I really didn't get anything from this show. It was just an okay show. It just seemed like the show just went on. Like, it was just nothing really. Like, I think most definitely TNA and Raw this past week had a way better show than Friday Night SmackDown. And I can't speak for WWE Next because I do not watch that. But overall, it was a very okay show. Today is going to be Monday Night Raw, and I'm planning to watch that and give you guys a review of Monday Night Raw 2. And I have some other movie reviews coming up I want to do. So this is Review Rants Thoughts, the channel. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, rate, and comment. And I'll see you guys for another video.